Good afternoon. I'm Motoko Deane, a former student of Joe Schwartz's, and I'm honored to be invited to speak to all of you this afternoon. After all, Joe was the whole reason for my coming to Oberlin. While living in New York City for 4 years with my family, I attended Juilliard Prep as what was then called an honorary scholarship student. I studied with Lee Thompson with occasional lessons with Rosina Levine, even though I was 9, 10, and 11 years old. And so when I returned to Japan, I had lessons with many different teachers in Japan at the suggestion of those at Juilliard who wanted me to come back to Juilliard when I was ready for college. So when it was time for me to apply to colleges, I was supposed to return to Juilliard, as I said, but I decided I didn't feel comfortable living in New York City all by myself with my family in Japan. And I also think that even then I realized that I would like to have other areas of study as well as music. So my mentors at Juilliard told my family that if I were accepted at Oberlin College, that would be ideal, since their protege, Joseph Schwartz, was teaching there. So that's how I started my career as a piano performance major at Oberlin College. The summer after my sophomore year, Joe kindly invited me to join him and his family in Brunswick, Maine, where he would be teaching and performing at Bowdoin College. I spent the summer getting to know Joe, Flo, Leslie, Michael, and Stephen while studying the piano. Although I'm sorry, Stephen and Michael, I don't think I'd recognize you today. And I don't remember which dog you had at that point, but I thought your dog was going to bite me the first day I came back to the house by myself. And I was told shortly thereafter that no, he was just smiling at me. So it was a wonderful summer that I spent with the family, and I was very grateful for that. However, since this was the late 60s and 70s, with all the political unrest, and especially at Oberlin College, I started taking courses at the college while continuing my studies with Joe at the piano. And I eventually graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree from the College of Arts and Sciences. Throughout this time, Joe was very understanding of my desire to take courses in the college while continuing my studies at the piano. And now I understand, having heard from Stephen, how understanding his father had been about his choice of career and such. When Oberlin was raising funds for the Cole building, the new jazz building they built in the last 10, 15 years, we were contacted about a naming opportunity. My husband, Gordon, responded that any broom closet would do. He'd be happy to donate. And Oberlin suggested then that perhaps we could name the Hamburg Steinway for their new recording studio. We just thought that it would be much more appropriate to name it for Joe, my former teacher, who was so wonderful as both a teacher and an understanding mentor, that we suggested that they name it in honor of his career here at Oberlin College. So, and you know, the many artists and pianists that he mentored here and who have gone on to have illustrious careers is quite impressive. But that's why I've been asked to speak this afternoon, and my husband Gordon is still looking for a broom closet that he was going to name, but anyway, so thank you for giving me this opportunity to say a few words about my relationship with the Schwartz family and my relationship to Oberlin College. So thank you very much all for coming and taking the